What is going on, all you Pokemon collecting maniacs out there? This is Ryan, the PikaPikaPaPa, and as you know, I've been very open and honest about this. I am borderline obsessed with Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes here in the Scarlet and Violet era. They have just been absolutely on fire from day one, and most of the sets, not all of them, you still have Twilight Masquerade that's in stock, you still have Shrouded Fables in stock, although I don't think that is the going to go down as the best set of all time by any means, so I'm not surprised to see that one in stock. But most of the sets here in the Scarlet and Violet era, those Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, come in stock, go out of stock, and you might see a couple more trickle in, but they almost immediately get sold out at the Pokemon Center, so they have been phenomenal investments. So when I am talking about a new set like Prismatic Evolutions, which is wildly popular already, and I'm telling you that there's a product that I think could compete with Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. I mean, you must know that I am really in love with this because it takes a lot for me to say that. So it's a specialty set, right? Prismatic Evolutions, we're not going to have booster boxes, and I always talk about the value of sealed products in those non-booster box sets. And I always say, you know, PC ETBs, like those are the way to go. It's going to be the rarest sealed product there is out there. I know a lot of people like booster bundles too. I think booster bundles in the specialty sets is a great approach. You buy 6 packs at the price of 6 packs, like for a pack per price perspective, that's as good as it gets. But this surprise box that has been announced has me all kinds of intrigued, and I am very, very excited for this. So we'll talk at a high level about what it is. We'll do some comparisons to some similar products that have come out and why I'm so excited about this. Some more recent trends in the hobby that gets me all kinds of reasons why I think this could be an awesome product and could give us some outsized, gains in the future. And then we'll talk about some limitations to the product as well, right? Because not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Whenever you're talking about buying a new product or something that is different than what you typically buy, you need to look at the opportunity, and you also look at the challenges too. So we're going to do that. Now, I will say this thing is exciting to me for a couple of different reasons. First off, it's a very approachable price point, right? There's a limit of 2 on the Pokemon Center. Obviously, they're sold out right now, but if you buy 2, you can get 2 of these boxes for under $50. The total with tax, I think, comes to $49.33, so I'm a big fan of that. It's a couple bucks cheaper than the booster bundle, right? You get 6 packs for the price of 6 packs, comes at $29 and change. And this one comes in at $22.99, so it's about $4 cheaper, and you are getting 2 less packs, so that is one thing to call out. But instead of the packs, you know what you're getting, and this is why I'm so excited about this. You are getting one of these stamped promo cards. Now, when I talk about my love for Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, really the thing that I like the most about it is the exclusivity. As I said earlier, the fact that it comes in stock and it sells out, and rarely, if ever, do we see them come back in stock. But I also love those stamped promo cards. I mean, look at some of the bigger, more popular stamped promo cards in those Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes here in the Scarlet and Violet era, like the Pikachu, the Charmander, right? I mean, the Snorlax from 151. All of those cards are like $70, $80 now. So when you think about the exclusivity, you think about the stamped promos, all of that together, these boxes have just been going crazy in price. So when I saw this surprise box has stamped promos in it, I got excited about it as well. Now, the downside to this is they're just the regular EXs. They're no special illustration rares. They're not some wild alt arts or anything like that, but they do have that stamp on it. And we have seen, and we're going to go through this in a minute, we have seen the hobby really like stamps. I'm one of the guys, like I've told you, the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, I open 2 of them. Well, I don't. Each of my daughters get to open one whenever they come in the mail. And we send both of them off to PSA to get graded. I think it's going to be really cool to have the Pokemon Center exclusive stamped promo collection long to the future. We're going to do that with every single one that comes out. So I think there's value in those stamped promos. But the thing I like about this is when you buy a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, you know the stamped promo you're going to get. Like, you know, okay, this is what I'm going to get. Like, because it is what it is. There's no randomness to it. For these surprise boxes, you're going to get one of these 9. You don't know, and that's what adds to the mystique to it, right? When you think about cards that you have to pull from a pack and why they command a premium value versus stamped promo cards that you get from a box, well, it's because in order to get the stamp, you just buy the box. You know you're getting that. There's risk, there's unknown. Like, you have to get lucky and pull particular cards if they're non-stamped promos or if they're non-Black Star promos that come from these boxes. So the thing that I like about this is there's a little bit of unknown. There's a little bit of risk with it. You don't know which one of these promo cards you're going to get. I got a feeling a couple of these are going to be worth a lot of money. I don't know how much. We're going to look at some other similar stamp promos here, but a couple of these are going to pop off in value. And the fact that you will have a sealed box and you don't know which one of these you're going to get in it, I think is give it a ton of opportunity for growth. And the fact that you get 4 packs as well, the fact that the price point isn't over-indexed compared to what you're getting, like, I love everything about this product. For example, let's say that Umbreon pops off and becomes a $100 card or a $150 card. Like, these boxes are going to do really, really well in the long run. Now, I've said the key is these stamped promos, so I want to talk to you about some of the stamped promos that we've seen over the last couple years, specifically the Evolution ones and some of the prices that we've seen. Now, before we get into the Evolutions, of course, I got to talk about those stamped promos from the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs that I had referenced earlier. Now, I want you to remember, there's no like, you know, when you buy a Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, this is the promo card that you're going to get. And despite knowing that, like, look at these prices. That Snorlax is over $100 now. The Charmander that I mentioned earlier is all the way up to 76 bucks, and the Pikachu right there is at $57. And I do expect all of these cards to continue to go up in price over time. They've gone through a dramatic spike over the last 4 or 5 months, and I do think further down the road, you're not going to see the sharp spike like this, but I do think when we look 3, 5, 10 years down the road, these will be worth infinitely more money than they are today. Again, you have the exclusivity, you got some big name Pokemon on there, right? They come from awesome sets. So all of those things kind of create this great environment for desirability down the road. And whenever we talk about investing in the Pokemon space, we're looking for that. We want things that are going to be highly desirable long into the future, and things that are also going to be in a controlled quantity. I did a video not long ago where we talked about, you know, Pokemon is producing all kinds of products now. It's not a bad thing. Like, it's good because that means that there's a lot of people who are out there wanting to buy it. So in this sea of, I won't say overproduction, but in this sea of mass production, when you can find cards like this where the production levels are controlled a little bit and you still think that there's going to be high demand in the future, that is the perfect storm for a great long-term investment. So now that we looked at these and how they've performed, let's look at some stamped promo cards from a different type of set. And it's not even a set, right? We're going to look at these right here. And these are the stamped play promo cards that you can pick up. So you get a play promo pack whenever you know, these are for, you know, tournaments. They give you these play promo packs and you can open them up. And these stamped cards, they're just stamped cards of regular cards that were out in the Sword and Shield era. And this is why I like the comparison, because just like I said with the Prismatic Evolutions cards that we're going to see, they're just regular EX cards from the regular set, but they have the stamp on them. And here you go. Look at these with the stamp. Okay, look at that Umbreon right there. That is a $141 card. Then you got the Sylveon down there at $116. Then you have the Flareon at all 3 of these cards are over $100. Now, I will say this. I am unaware of the overall production run of these Play Pokemon packs. I just have no idea what the production run is like. I don't know what the pull rates are like. These prices suggest that there's probably not a ton of them out there. They don't sell with super high velocity, but before I did this video, I went on eBay just to kind of check and make sure that there weren't just a couple of these random sales on TCG Player that were driving the prices up. And I can tell you, they're selling for very similar prices on eBay. So there is a demand for these, and these are selling with some velocity. But when I went through and I started looking at these, really made me think Prismatic Evolutions is going to be a phenomenal set. Like, the hype around this set is unreal right now. And then you're going to have these Evolution cards, and it's going to be stamped on a print, and you don't know which one you're going to get. Man, it got me all kinds of fired up. So then you look at the next cards right here. Again, lower prices, but the same thing. You got the Leafy on there, 2 variants of it. Then you got the Espeon up there. Again, $67. $85 and $80, huge price points. Then we get to the next ones right here, right? You got the Glaceon, you got the Vaporeon, right? $65 there and $62 there. So there is this good understanding, there's this good track record of these stamped promo cards. And you know, you can go to any website that you want to. Obviously, I love polkadata.io. I got a link down below if you want to look at the same stuff that I look at. You can get a subscription there, whatever, yada yada. But you can go on there and you can look at all of these different stamp promos and you can see how they performed over time. And it doesn't matter, I'm specifically looking at the Play Pokemon era right here, but you can look at almost any of them and all of them are really, really popping off in price. So knowing how popular this set is going to be, knowing how popular Evolutions are, knowing how popular these stamped cards are for whatever reason, gives me all kinds of good feels about this surprise box. And then You don't just have to look at the VMAX and the V variants that we've been looking at here. You can look at all kinds of other ones. These are just more examples, okay? $41, $50, $29, $15, and $14. Think about that. Let's say these underperform, right? Let's say these stamp promo cards that we're looking at right here, for whatever reason, they're good, but they're not great. Let's say they're in the $20, $30 range. Well, then you get 4 packs of Prismatic Evolutions in there, right? Then you got a stamp promo that's in the $20, $30 range, plus 4 packs. At some point, those will be $6, $7, $8 packs. I mean, my gosh, just look at what 151 packs are going for right now. So, I mean, you're talking about an intrinsic value in that box of $70 right there, and you paid $22 and change for it. You're looking at a very realistic probability of an intrinsic value of 3 times what you paid, plus there's going to be a sealed premium on top of it. I don't know. I mean, I love my Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer boxes, but in order for those to 3X, I mean, you buy them for $60, they got to get all the way up to $180, right? And then in order for this box to 3X, you buy it for $23, $24, right? So you're talking it's got to be sub 75 in order for this to 3X. It's going to be really interesting. It's going to be a race to see which one of these products. Now, I did say I was going to talk about some of the challenges. I don't know how exclusive this surprise box is going to be. I don't know if they're going to print it to the moon. I don't know if it's going to be exclusive to the Pokemon Center. I don't know if it's going to be in Target and Walmart and your local card shops, and that I don't know. I tried to do a little research on it, but because the set is so new, there's not a lot of information on it. It didn't seem like it would be a Pokemon Center exclusive, but who knows? But if it is a Pokemon Center exclusive, I'm telling you right now, then this set, it's just going to be absolutely out of this world. But I think it is an awesome product to consider. For me, I mean, you know how much I love those PC ETBs. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the booster bundles. These I would personally rank higher than the booster bundles because of the unknown in those stamp promos, right? Like, I think the booster bundles are only going to be tied to the price of those packs further down the road. And this, with these stamp promos, I think it gives you a really awesome opportunity for some outsized gains. So I'm telling you right now, my favorite product overall, still the Pokemon Center exclusive ETB, but these are a very close second, a very close second. So hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I hope you enjoyed the video. We do fun stuff like this all the time. If you can't tell, I'm fired up about this set, and I think these are going to be some really cool stuff for us to collect and invest in the future. So if you enjoyed this content and you made it to the end, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, and if you got questions or comments, drop them down below. I appreciate you more than I can say. I hope you have an awesome one. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.